Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sylvester's Fashion Art and Tarot. Um, Before we start, I'd like to say anyone who's looking for metaphysical products such as shirts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, etc., please go to my Etsy shop, named Cynthiana James. I am going to be branding it soon, but right now it's under Cynthiana James, all one word, and you can find that information in the description below. The tarot that I'm using today is the Rider Tarot deck. So, if you're interested in this deck, you can probably get it to Amazon or go to your next new age metaphysical store. Okay. All right. Today I'm gonna do a reading on Alessandro Michele. He has recently departed from the House of Gucci, and I'm just interested to know where he's going to go next. But for people that don't follow the fashion industry, Gucci, I want to start off by saying who Gucci is. Gucci is an Italian high-end luxury fashion house based in Florence, Italy. And Alessandro Michele was Gucci's creative director since January 2015 until he has recently stepped down from the position. He's been with the company since 2002. He has worked with Tom Ford, where he was put in charge of designing handbags. In 2006, he was named senior designer of Gucci's leather goods. In 2011, he was promoted to associate creative director to Frida Giannini. In 2014, he became the creative director of Richard Gennari, a Florentine porcelain brand acquired by Gucci in June 2013. In 2015, Alessandro was asked to act as an interim creative designer for the January Fall/Winter 2015 menswear show, only giving him a week to rework Frida Giannini's design work. He accepted the challenge and introduced a new Gucci, nonconformist, romantic, intellectual. He blurred the line between male and female in terms of dressing, so which became very successful for him. Because of this, the company decided to appoint him as the creative director of Gucci. So we're going to start the reading. So the question is, because Alessandro Michele recently departed from Gucci, I believe it's for creative differences, but because the company wanted to take Gucci to a different direction. But I think, I think I read somewhere where he, his terms of style is pretty much who he is. So he felt like it was best for them to just go with someone else. That's my general understanding of that situation. So, because the company wanted him to change direction, but he then felt that he was so stern in his way of design aesthetic that he just felt like it was time for him to leave. So, that being said, Spirit, I just want to know what's going in and around Alessandro Michele's mind. What's coming for him? How's he feeling? What's going on? Please allow me to know what you would like for me to share. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see, I'm going to let the cards speak for themselves today. Oh, wow. Off the bat. Let me change this. All right. All right. There we go. Yeah. Oh, the cards all over the place. Okay. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna put these back. Oh, these cards must have want to fall out. Okay. So I'll move these over here. I'll put those two there together. I see that. Okay. Wow, this is interesting. Very interesting. Well, the first card I get is the Judgment, and with the Judgment, I get a. It's like this is supposed to represent the person. It's like a new awakening for him. He's has arisen. He woke up. You know, he's seeing the new light of day, a new direction, a new. It's like a new frontier for him. He's like eager to move on. It's like a cycle has ended and a new one just began for him. So really, this is like the new beginning for him, and he's rejoicing and happy to move on. So this is definitely representing him as the person. So it's like he's happy about this. I get a sense of happiness for this change, for being decided to leave Gucci. What crosses him is the Two of Cups, and usually this is I get a partnership, I get a union, I get coming together, a sense of commitment. Yeah, a long-lasting relationship. Now, I do know he has a partner, and I think this is signifying that relationship he has with his partner. So this is representing the situation. So I believe this is him and his partner together. So this is representing the situation, his union with his partner. So it was what's beneath him is represented by the Eight of Wands, and this is like everything full steam ahead. Things are moving forward for him. This is representing past influences. Things are just always constantly moving, and yeah, that's pretty much what I get with that. And then with his past position is represented by the Page of Swords. It's like out of. Wait a minute. I'll make sure I get the expression right. Just one moment, please. Yeah. In his past position is represented by the Page of Swords, and this is speaking about unexpected or upsetting news in his past. So whatever that is, um, something probably didn't work out for him, and he was disappointed. But somehow he was able to move on, because I get what crowns him as the King of Swords. And then with the King of Swords, I get a sense of command, a sense of inner strength, a sense of knowing and growing within, a sense of inner justice. You know, that, he's a medical physical person himself. He's very new age. If you see him in the way he presents himself, he's very bohemian in his way of designing and in his own personal aesthetic. So this kind of relates to that for me. This card relates to that, and I feel that that's what popped in my head as I looked at this card, because I feel like this represents him, because this card crowns him as far as his way of thinking and who he is. So I get a sense of mental fluidity, mental freedom, mental strength is like his own justification of and clarification of who he is. So, and yeah, that's what I get. That's what crowns him for me. But also in his future position, I get the Four of Pentacles, and this is like, hold on tight to your finances. Be a little frugal with your money, and don't spend so needlessly. So I don't know how he spends his money or what he does, but this card represents for me is he's just holding tight to his finances and just spending wisely. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling about. And then in his mind is represented by the Page of Cups. And then when I look at this card, every time I look at it, I get a sense of manifestation, a sense of concentration, a sense of longing for something to take place. He probably wanted this to happen for him. He wanted. I think he wanted to move on. I think he wanted to move on and start doing something else, because those kind of positions, being a design director, and you're responsible for all the brands within that company, that's a big job, and a lot of responsibility, and that can be very tiresome. And I've seen and hear in the press about other designers going through so much stress and headache because of what the job of being a design director demands so much of you. So since here, I just get a sense of he just wanted to just kind of move on. Yeah, although it don't look like he's moving on, but in a sense, it's like he wished for this transition to take place so he could just move on and start doing something else. That's what I'm feeling there. So it's like, he concentrated so deeply on this change. Yeah. I want to say this too. It's like this. See this little area right here on the hat? It looks like a little lion or some kind of animal. I think that is so cute. So in my mind, I'm thinking he aggressively wanted this this change. He aggressively wanted this. It also looks like this animal here is trying to get this fish, and the fish is looking right at it. I think that is so funny. I mean, that's how it appears to me. So he definitely wanted this. He wanted this manifestation to take place. It's like he almost encourages this to happen. So, yeah. In his last collection, he did present his spring 2023 collection, and it was absolutely beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. It's like such a great way to leave on a high note, which he did. Now, what's in his environment is represented by the Nine of Pentacles. It's like he's strolling and reaping in his success. became very successful, and now he can just stroll and walk and enjoy everything he has done and he has accomplished. So he's fulfilled in that aspect of his life, and he's enjoying every last moment of it. Every last minute of it, he's enjoying it. Yeah. And his hopes and fears is represented by the Three of Pentacles. And this is like a job well done card. And he's done a good job. And he worked well with his team. They all communicated together. And they made things happen. And I get a feeling that the people there liked him. The people that worked around him. And all the people that worked around him enjoyed his company. Enjoy a sense of who he is as a person, and because he was such a good leader, they enjoy working with him. They liked him, and then in terms, when you have a good working atmosphere, everyone can do a good job. When it's all hostile and you feel and everyone's just unhappy, then you don't do such a good job. Everything is just, nothing's done with great clarity. Nothing's done in the heart. It's just do a job and just be done with it so I can move on to do something else. But with him, I feel like everyone really enjoyed themselves and they enjoyed the work that they were doing because he was a good collaborator. Yeah, they connected well with him. Yeah. And it showed in the work. Yeah, really did. And what I get as the outcome, final outcome, I get two outcomes actually. The outcome, first one I get is the Fool. This transition is like a new journey for him, new direction in his life. He's taking a leap of faith. He's not sure where he's going to go or what he's going to do, but this little doggy here is representing his partner. His partner is going to help him along the way. So he's not going to fall. If he does, he's not going to fall so deep. But he's going to be all right because he does have his experience, and then if he decides to come back, I'm sure it'll be a smart move. So yeah, because he's a free spirit, and so wherever he goes, he needs to be able to feel free to be who he is, because he needs that. He can't be something he's not. What you see is what you get with him. And you ever see him, you can search for him on YouTube. You can just find him, and you can see what I'm talking about. He just has that sense of freedom and knowing of who he is, and he enjoys that, and people enjoy him. But then I get a contrast with the Fool. I get contrast the Moon. So with the Moon, I get a sense of, maybe there's a sense of deceit, maybe a sense of I want to use the word unclarity, or maybe unfocused, or cloudy, or a bit of illusion. Because usually the Moon card represents that. But in this aspect of the Fool, it's like a new journey, but then it's like beware of illusions. Don't let nothing fool you in terms of where direction you want to go. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling right there. So I get a lot of, I wonder if he meditates or if he does a lot of deep meditations. And I think this is what is going to direct him in terms of where he's going to go. It's like wherever he goes, it has to feel right. He has to be able to connect well. Because with the job he got for Gucci, being a design director, he got that job through a chance, an opportunity. But it's like a surprise opportunity that came to him, and he was given that position. So that, I think that, I know, but he proved himself. So wherever he goes next, it's like the doors are just open for him. But I think it's just a matter of which door he wants to take and what's going to allow him to be who he is, so he can continue his aesthetic and apply it to wherever brand he goes to. I wonder if he's gonna start his own. I wonder if he's just gonna start his own. I wonder. Because then he would feel more free to be who he is. And if he does it that way, he'll just probably start off small and just let it grow a little bit. And he already has the credibility. People know who he is, so people will be able to connect with him on that level. So, yeah. So, but my thought is that he is going to take a bit of a break, hiatus, enjoy his freedom, which he should. He should rest and relax because he accomplished so much. So, yeah. I wonder if I can get more clarification. These cards just popped out. These cards just want to sing. My goodness, I have no idea what these cards are going to say, but oh, that's interesting. Okay. I wanted clarification cards, but I didn't specify how many, and 3 cards popped out. So, first card I get is represented by the 10 of Cups, and this is a joy card. I get happiness, joy, happy families. It's really enjoying life to its fullest. So he's pretty content. And then, but also I get the 7 of Wands here, where he's just on guard. He's defending himself. He's self-guarded. I get a sense of self-guardedness. So it's like, I get a sense of self-guarding. So he's probably, it's like just self-holding back a little bit. No, self-guarding. Self-guarding. Yeah. I just get a sense of self-guarding there. But I get the Magician. And that he controls all the elements. He controls where any direction he wants to go in his career. And his mind is infinite. And he has power to do wherever he wants to go. The wand rules in his favor. He's a metaphysical person, which I get very strongly. So he's going to use his manifestation powers and his inner gift to really give him a sense of direction. What's he going to do? Because I can definitely see him enjoying his freedom, and then when he decides to work, he's going to go full ahead with it, and it's going to be a right move. And that's what I get with him. So anyway, well, hope you enjoy this reading. I hope you enjoy this reading, and please come back. See you next time. Bye.